Hello students, let us look at the fourth experiment in HP1, which is the usage of copy command in Vertica. Okay. Now, a little bit of information before we start with the actual experiment. So the copy command is usually for loading the data from a file onto a cluster, which is in the Vertica database. So from a file, we're going to load data into Vertica database cluster using copy command. Now, it's usually the data is read from a delimited text file and tuples are entered into either the write optimized store, which is the memory WOS, or directly into the read optimized store, which is our disk. Okay. Now, there are three types of copy statements present. One is copy auto, which is into WOS first, and then a tuple mover moves the data to ROS later on. That is one. Then you have copy direct. Copy direct is directly into the ROS. And then we have copy trickle, which is done in step by step. So copy auto is the most common method of transferring data, and it will load into WS. It's a default load method, okay, and usually used for smaller bulk loads. Suppose the WS is full in the meantime, copy will continue loading directly to ROS, and the data is sorted and encountered. Next, copy direct, as I have told before, it is directly into ROS, and usually for larger data, like for example 100 MB and above, we use direct, copy direct. Okay, so for this the keyword direct has to be used in the command, and direct usually improves performance for large files, but it's not used much for smaller files. Last one I told you, trickle, we rarely use it. It will actually load into WOS, but in the trickle load method, the load is incrementally increased. Like maybe first you are loading a little bit and then you're increasing the value and so on and so forth. The load will be incrementally increased. And in case if it becomes full, an error will occur and the entire data will be rolled back. So trickle is like step by step. And it's not usually used, and though it is not usually used, it is a bit more efficient than auto, where the entire data is loaded. So this is the basic intro to our copy. Now we'll see how copy command is done in Vertica. So as usual, you have to log in to your putty. Username and password is given. Log into Vertica VSQL. There, create a schema. Here I have created one with HP7, and then create a table EX, HP7.ex. Okay, so this is the table that I have created. Note that the table name is EX, HP7.ex. Fine. Now, this table consists of, so this is on your Vertica. Now, what is your job? Once you created the table, you have to create a file which consists of some data which is delimited with commas, and that file content has to be loaded into this particular table. That is our job. So this particular table consists of fname, lname, enroll year, graduation year, place. 5 different columns. Okay. Now, after you have created this table, quit the DB admin, come out of your DB admin, by giving \q. Next, once you come out, you will see a prompt like this: HP1 at HP1 par edge R630. Here you have to get into a directory called HP1. So how will you do it? CD into it, CD space /home/HP1, because HP1 is present in the home directory. So you get into it. Once you are inside this, you have to create a file called HP7 sample.csv. The name can be anything, but extension has to be CSV. Okay, CSV, because we are using comma separated values. So HP7 sample.csv, we are getting it out. You can use a VI editor also. I have put in 9 rows of values here. So first name, last name, enroll year, graduation year, and place. Note the colored values there. Now they are errors because the graduation year is an int and I have mentioned AS980. Similarly, for the last line, I have only 4 parameters, 4 values. So the third one will be taken as enroll year, which is 1978, 1982. And the fourth one has to be a graduation year, but there's no year there. It's not an int. You can see Madison Hall as a place. So these two are erroneous rows. So let's see when the data is loaded, what happens. Will the erroneous rows also be added or loaded? Now you come out of this. After you have saved, you have to save this file because you're catting it out. Just do a Control-C, save it and exit. Now you have to log into your DB admin again. Once you log into DB admin means you're logging into Vertica again. Okay. So what you have done now in Vertica, you have a table created already, and now you have created a file in your system under home HP1, which was HP7 sample.csv. Once you have logged into that, what you need to do is to perform copy. Your job is to take the data from the HP7 sample.csv and copy it to the table. So the general format usually is copy target schema, which is our HP7 dot target table, which is EX, then from, which is there already keyword, and then file path, the path from which you want to copy the content from. So you're basically telling through copy command to copy into HP7.ex. It's like loading into. Okay? Unlike other copy commands where copy A to B, from A it is copied to B. Here it's the reverse. You are copying into A from B. Okay. So now after the file path, you have the delimiter. For it can be anything, /, comma, quote, whichever you want, semicolon. But here I have used for the file comma, so I will use the delimiter as comma. That is what I have mentioned. And then just leave it as it is. If you don't mention what type of copy it is, you can mention auto directorial. By default, it will be taken as an auto copy. You want it to be a direct copy, you have to mention it as direct. Okay? Now, when I do this, only 9 rows, out of 9 rows, only 7 rows will be copied. Rest 2 will not be copied because they are erroneous. Okay? This is one benefit of copying it from Vertica, copying it to Vertica. Okay, next, you quit that and now you need to see the error logs. So now my HP7.ex will only have 7 rows, which I have copied from the HP7 sample file. Now, how do I see the errors? Where will the errors be stored? For this, I will go to the default location of Vertica to see the exception and rejected data file. So to files will be created when there are errors. One is the exception file and one is the rejected file. So let's see how to access them. So once you quit the DB admin, you have to then log into the root, SU space root, put in the password, which is root at 123, and then you will see that you have reached the root. In root, you have to type, or you have to get into the concerned directory to see the error files, exception and rejected data files. So for that, cd into home, db admin, NHDB, v underscore NHDB underscore node 0001 underscore catalog / copy error logs. If you find this path as difficult to memorize, you can please do it step by step. Please do it cd home, then do cd db admin, then do NHDB and so on and so forth. Eventually, you have to reach copy error logs. So once you have done that, you will see that your next prompt will be till copy error logs. Now, in copy error logs, there are two files which you will list. If you want to check these files, you can do an ls and check it. I am directly putting the command to display the file. So first file would be ex-hp7.sample.csv copy from exceptions. So I told you there are two files under copy error logs. One is exception and one is the rejected data file. So I'm putting that cat. As soon as I do that, it will display the file, exception file. See here, input record 8 has been rejected because AS90 was there. Also, it will mention the same thing for 9. What is the error mentioned? Everything will be shown. So this is your copy from exception file. We have one more file which is rejected data file. So let's see how to access that. So same method, simply do cat ex hp7 sample.csv copy from rejected file. See here, cat ex copy from rejected data. As soon as you do that, the two rows which were rejected, okay, will be displayed. So this actually completes your copy command. So simply speaking, to wind up, copy command is used to copy data from localhost or from your system to Vertica database. So as in Vertica database, we have to create a table first with DB admin. Then we have to log out, create a file on the local system, log in again to DB admin, perform the copy command. If there are errors, the details of these errors will be found in copy error logs, which are present in your system again. So log out from DB admin, navigate to copy error logs. Two files will be present, copy from rejected data and copy from exceptions. You can see the errors and the missed out rows that were left behind due to error during copy command. Okay, hope you have understood this. Thank you.